Hey everyone. I was gonna hop on here. I went to Goodwill today and wanted to share my cool things. Hey Darylyn, how are you? OC Posh. Thank you everyone for joining. I'm gonna wait just like maybe 30 seconds and see if a few more people pop in. I don't know why the wave button wasn't by. Okay, so I live in Central Illinois. I don't know if you can hear my cats. I got 2 kittens last week and my 10-year-old cat is like hissing. Okay, anyways, I went thrifting today and went to a Goodwill in Burlington, Iowa. And I try to go there about once a month. I always find great stuff. I normally don't find great vintage. This is probably the best vintage I found. They usually have really good hard goods, and I wanted to share with you what I found, why I picked it up. I was really sad. I actually left my cell phone in the car and didn't realize it till after I'd been shopping for a while, but I wanted to take a video of things that I picked up in my car and that I decided to put back. So vintage items. So a lot of the pieces that I put back were very basic, and they weren't basic as in like, I'll get basic 90s pieces because like the minimalist 90s vibe is pretty popular right now. And so I do really well with those pieces. For instance, this piece here it's a maxi collared dress. It is a dark gray, and gray seems to be very popular right now. It's just very basic. Like, can you see how basic it is? But there's so many ways you can dress this. Here is the tag right here. It is cotton. I'm seeing it's a petite medium, but I will try it on and model it. I feel like sometimes trying on the clothes or even using a dress form can help show how it actually fits instead of hanging on a hanger. So this piece was half off. So I paid $3 for it, and I'm going to ask $50 due to its length and that, does it have a slit? No, there's no slit, but due to its length and it's a very basic piece that can be styled many ways, I think I can get $50 for it. Okay, the next item, I love the style and I love polka dots. Here we have, sorry, tripping over all these plastic bags. Cats got all of them out. Okay, so here we have like an 80s dress. Love, it has shoulder pads, double-breasted, blue polka dot. How cute. I would almost call this like maybe secretary dress. And the brand, so if you're new to vintage, you may not know this, but with vintage, the brands don't matter. It's based on style. Unless it's like vintage, high-end, which I think I found only a few high-end vintage pieces, but vintage is more about the style. And their vintage is also known for having great quality. You want to look at, obviously, style, tags, where the item is made. Now you can see, hold on. These cats are playing with these plastic bags and it is so loud. Okay, so you can see that this one is made in the USA. That's something I look for. Now, items that are vintage can be made in other countries, but the most common is USA. Some modern clothes are still made in the United States, but it's just an indicator. So yeah, I love this one. Oh, I forgot to show you the belt. I was actually 4 minutes late to my own live because I went through and buttoned up all of these dresses so you could see how they would truly look. This one does have a belt that's attached with more of the buttons, so this would be so cute. Love it. All right, moving on. What other goodies did I find? So another dress that I did put back was full price, which this Goodwill prices their dresses at $5.99 or $5.88 technically, and it was cottagecore, like romantic. It had flowers all over it, very 80s. It had like a pleated bottom, and it was missing the belt. It was $6, and it was more of a spring dress, so I did decide to put that back. And then also I found a really pretty beaded blazer, total 80s, multicolor, silk blazer. However, I was going to pay full price for it, but if you look closely at the beading, there was noticeable missing beads, so I did put those back. So moving on to this piece, love. It is very simple but cozy. It is a two-piece. I'll show you. So here is the dress, and it's cotton too, I believe. Oh no, it's 88% acrylic. Also, it's a size 16, a vintage 16, so it's probably modern 12. Just a typical pullover dress. Purple. It does have shoulder pads. I'm guessing this is 80s. It is Willie of California. It may be 70s, but it looks... I'll have to do more research. So yeah, it says size 16. Oh, yeah, you like my shirt? I actually got this at Kohl's. Was it last year or the year before? And yeah, I used to watch him too as a kid, and I loved art growing up, so I had to wear it today. Okay, so this dress, I probably would have passed on the dress because I did pay $6, but it came with a cape. Capes are like a timeless piece, I feel like. And monochrome is very in as well, where you wear it the same color throughout your outfit. So here we have the cape. It has the arms. Well, technically, it's not a cape, but it's very oversized, like lagging looky. And it has pockets. So I figured, okay, so I paid $6, or technically $5.88 for the set. And I think I can probably get $60 for the two pieces. The next, I love. It's like a patchwork print in plaid. Also, the colors are gorgeous. It's like a tan, green, what other colors are on this? Oranges. The colors are very 70s, but this is, I believe, a 90s piece by Dumas. Again, made in the USA. And I was looking for the material content to see if it was wool, but unfortunately, don't you hate when that happens? This side is faded, so then I flipped it over, and all it says is dry clean, made in the USA. So unfortunately, I have to take a guess on the material content. It does show a little bit of fuzzy, and so I'm thinking it feels like wool, or at least a wool blend. So I'm thinking maybe they didn't get a dry clean like it suggests. But still a beautiful piece. I did pay $6 for this one, but I think I can get about $50 for that. And also, if you go to check comps on eBay, usually I start on eBay, I don't always go by comps. Most of the time I don't, because you're pricing more on style or decade style for sure. It also depends what's trending currently. Streetwear is really big right now, but vintage pieces I will sit on. Vintage typically takes longer to sell than modern clothing because it takes the right buyer. So I'm all about the slow dime. I don't mind sitting on an item for up to 12 months. I try not to have an item for 12 months, but realistically, vintage, it does happen. So I'm also being more selective. I'm trying to increase my average sale price. And so before I was looking to make about $30 off of an item, and now I'm trying to shoot more to $50. So I have a huge death pile, and that's why I'm also being more selective, because I have too much to list. But I had to get some retail therapy in today. Okay, so I also sell a lot of vintage linens, and here is something you guys need to look out for. Linens is easily overlooked in the thrift store, and they're usually very low priced. So here we have a satin trim or satin edge vintage blanket. This is considered thermal. It's like a fleece. The waffle weave ones are also popular. Waffle weave is considered this texture. See how it's woven? This is absolutely gorgeous. It's rainbow print. I'll get to that later. But I sold a white satin trim blanket, was it last week or the week before, for $65 on Etsy. So they do really well. This is a baby blanket size. Baby blankets have a lot of nostalgia with people, so they can sell for a good price. I'll probably list this one at $40, and I paid $1.50 for that one. Okay, we'll go on to the next vintage blanket. So again, I would say nylon trim for this one. And I absolutely, and it's waffle weave, love the pastels. Gorgeous for a cute little baby. And you don't always find the tags on vintage blankets, but I'm always happy when I do. Made in the USA, that's what you want to look out for. The majority of the blankets that I do, the vintage ones I do get, are made in the USA. Some of the wool ones will be made from like Scotland or areas like that. So this one I also paid $1.50 for, and I'll have to look it up, but I'm guessing about $40, maybe more due to the color. And there's light wear to these blankets. They're not in too bad a shape. All right, I've got a few more pieces of clothes for you guys. Or, no, I guess I have one more blanket I'll show you too. The linens were half off when I went today, so I did luck out. I probably would have paid $3 for these baby blankets anyway. Yes, okay, so Mommy and Me, I started on Etsy almost a year ago, not quite. My first 3 months were pretty slow, but I make 25% more selling on there versus it selling on eBay. It shocks me. And the buyers aren't looking for a deal, they're looking for that one-of-a-kind piece, so they're not going to try to like get you to lower the price and be rude about it. I love Etsy. Here we have I think this is crochet, correct me if I'm wrong, baby blanket, open knit. I absolutely love all the animals. I don't know if you can see it from so far away. I'll probably have to show you up close. We got a little ducky, giraffe. Due to the style, I'm going to guess this is 70s. Little bunny rabbit. Just so cute. Yeah, I'm going to say 70s according to the style. It could possibly be 80s. So in the title, I'll probably just put 70s, 80s. If I don't know for sure of a decade, I usually put both. Moving on. Oh, I forgot to unpack all the way. Whoops. Sorry, guys. This is the first piece I picked up. When I'm shopping on the racks, I look for colors, and with decades, they kind of have like colors. Like holding this up, you would say 70s, right? Typically. There's always going to be an exception. But here we have a vintage acrylic sweater. I haven't looked up the RN yet. Like I said, I just got home. I haven't even had supper yet, and it's 9 o'clock. So, very cute. Love. It's like Aztec 70s vibes. But it also has a tie. I will have to take a sweater shaver to it, because it does show signs of wear, but it has a little tie to it. So, I just think this is absolutely darling. And it's neutral. I really like it. Earth tones. Oh, I'm sorry, Bella K Posh. No, I am doing a vintage haul. So these are all items that I got at my local Goodwill, which is in Burlington, Iowa. So these are items that I have bought and I will resell online. I sell on multiple platforms. With vintage, I have the best luck on eBay, Etsy, and also, this is something that a lot of people don't know about, but there is another vintage selling platform that I have had decent luck with, and it's called shopthrilling.com. You need to have, you can't just like start from scratch. You have to have at least 25 to 50 vintage items in your current stores. Sorry, I live by the train tracks. And they want to, you have to like apply to sell on there, but I have sold, I've been on there for like a month, and I think I've made $400 or $500, and their commission is like 10%. There's no store fee or subscription fee, and their customer service is amazing. So it's shopthrilling.com. There actually is no app because it is a newer company. They've only been open a couple years. They're based out of California, and I've had great luck with that. Yes, okay, so Shop Thrilling, I wanted to wait till I've been on there for about a month so I can get a grasp on how everything works and be more confident and sure of what I'm telling everybody. And so yes, I will be making more videos on shopthrilling.com because I didn't know anything when I went to this platform. And I went to YouTube to try to learn, and there is absolutely nothing. Like, there's nothing about shopthrilling.com. So I actually had two orders go out today that was like $65 or $70, and it was one buyer. So, okay, moving on. Here is, I would consider this dead stock. A vintage dress. I absolutely love the color. It's like a sunshine yellow, like maybe a golden yellow, belted. It feels like a robe. The material is like fleece. It is 100% polyester. So when I mean dead stock, these are thin cardboard tags, and this is how people would purchase it from the store. And so when you get home, you rip off this tag. So this is considered dead stock. Thank you. Yes. I used to watch him all the time. So anyways, beautiful. Love the color. Nice buttons. The details are very nice on this dress. I did pay $6 for it. I liked the collar, and you can tie it with, like, have a little bow on it. So for this dress, I don't think I told you about the sweater. I think I can get like 40 to 50 for the sweater. And then this dress, I'm gonna say 50. And like I said, I saw multiple platforms, so it's hard to say where it will exactly sell. Okay, here's my last vintage piece, and then I have one modern piece that I couldn't leave behind. Okay, I absolutely love this. How cute is this tan cotton dress? I love the cut. It has little shoulder pads, has a little poof sleeve. The buttons are even detailed. I like this cut. You want to let me know in the comments what this cut is called? I don't know, but I believe this is 90s. It may be 80s, but here's the tag. Do you see how a lot of these are like of California? That's a vintage thing also to look for. Does it say made in the USA? I'm guessing it does. Yep, up here. Made in USA. So vintage pieces also are typically a little bit heavier because they are quality. And this dress does have weight. I have really good luck selling modest dresses. Modest meaning it's covering somebody. So this is long sleeve, it's not low cut, and this is long. This is considered like a maxi. So I actually put modest in my title, and I can't keep modest dresses in my store or closet. So anyways, there is that piece. Now, okay, also something to note with vintage is their sizing is absolutely crazy. You do have to take measurements and put it in your listing. So this says it's a 5'6", which is considered a junior size, but for modern size, I would say it's probably a 2 to a 4. So I always include measurements. Yeah. Okay, the last piece I have to show you is a modern piece, and I don't find very much of this brand. A lot of it's just, I don't know. It's Eileen Fisher. Now, I do not like how they take the markers. This looks like permanent marker. Some thrift stores will use oil pens to mark their brands out like this, and you just use a baby wipe. But with this, I'm probably just gonna sell it as is. It's not worth my time. I'll just, you know, note it in the description and make sure I include the picture. So this just is an open front cardigan. Nothing special. It is a medium. I have had like an Eileen Fisher extra small dress in my closet for at least 6 months, but the larger sizes obviously typically do better. So for everything here, I spent a total of $40 some. Ooh, one item I don't think I ever showed you guys from a different thrift trip from a couple weeks ago, and it's still sitting on my counter. But I have never found Sundance, and I found Sundance. Not only did I find Sundance, but I found 100% cashmere, which is like creme de la creme, right? Beautiful green. I don't even know what shade. So you can see the size, the tags actually hanging, so I will have to put in a stitch to fix that. But it's like a boxy, oversized sweater. I do love it. With cashmere, of course, there is some pilling, but my sweater shaver will fix that like in a minute. I haven't checked comps, but I think I can probably get about $50 for that one. And with cashmere, always check for moth holes because that does happen. So, all right. Well, thank you everybody for joining me. I have more videos on my actual YouTube channel, which is also Thriftiness My Beach. The link is in my bio. If you like this video, you can head over to my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. I'm super, super close to getting 1,000 subscribers, so I would really appreciate it if you guys hopped on over there and hit the subscribe button. I do hauls all the time, how-to videos, thrift with me's, everything. So I hope you guys have a safe and thrift delicious evening. All right, bye everyone.